Hey fellas, how you doing? It is Monday the 8th. Just watched the game, last night's game between the Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Man, I'm paying for it now. I was just up a little late. Let me show you. Beautiful skies out here. There are the Franklin Mountains. The only difficulty is that it is 95 degrees. Still have 90 plus degrees here till the 19th. Not that that's going to stop us from doing anything, but let me take you inside so I don't have to be out here. This kind of weather is bad for guys that look like me. Anyways, this afternoon, and it's now a little after 2, and I would say around 11:30, there are some young men and women who want to train and spar, but they have a limited amount of time, and I'll go in there. Oh, hang on, I thought there was somebody in here with me. And it turns out, look, there's a cat in this, there it is. She was in there making noise anyways. All right, let me get back. And I'll hold pads for them and just, help them to step into a jab. Just real basic stuff. They can maybe, by the time they get here, they have 15 to 20 minutes to get a work in. And if they're going to do it, I'll go down there and help out at the local gym. So, as everybody was packing up around 12:30, I noticed there's a group of like 20 men and women standing around there, and they're all complaining. They're complaining about layoffs and getting ready to lose their jobs and the rest of this kind of stuff. And I think I upset a lot of people because I told them, they asked me, when was the last time I worked? I said, my last time I worked was when I was age 46 in 2019. So what did you do? How did you do that? And I said, well, when I got out of the military, one of the things I did before I collapsed is I worked at a transmission plant at 18.5 Mile until NAFTA took effect. And then I was homeless. Anyways, just doesn't matter. But the title of this is going to be, there's far too many useless people with useless degrees that don't want to work. They want to show up, sit in an air-conditioned office. Now, look, it's 95 degrees outside. And I told them, hey, why don't a bunch of you guys jump in a car with me and we'll go down to where they're building the roads here on the 10. Those guys are out there breaking their ass. How about we go out in the middle of nowhere where they're fixing the power grid? How about the carpenters? How about the tradespeople? Nobody wants to do the hard work. They just want to show up and, have meetings. And a lot... where the gym I helped out today at, and probably won't be asked back again, is near a facility called ADP, Automatic Data Processing, and that's where like 90% of then there's another one, Schneider Electric, but they actually produce something. And if you think about it, those people at ADP, they think they are saving the world. They're inventing cures for cancers. They're building roads. They're building cars. They're fixing the infrastructure. And I'm like, all you do is sit in an office all day. What do you produce that we need? Is it food? Is it shelter? Is it fuel? Is it what? What do you produce? Electricity? What? Well, I produce a spreadsheet. And I'm like, well... And one lady stepped forward. I am the assistant director of personnel. People. And I was like, that doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know what that means. Well, I helped set the, what do they call it? It's been so long. Where do you go to meet for a meeting if you work in an office? What's that fucking called? Not a meeting room. What's it called? A venue? No, it's called, I don't fucking care. It's just, everybody wants to talk down and look down on the tradesmen. But now the tradesmen are like, well, imagine that. We don't need you. You need us. It's just, I apologize to the owner of the MMA gym, and I also apologize to one of the instructors. It's just at my age, I'm 60 now. I've been retired since 46. I'm not trying to. And for me, I try to be as politically correct I can, but I'm like, and you ask them, what do you produce? And you got people in here trying to convince me that their degree, they have a master's working on their doctorate in social science, where we're discussing how somebody stole land from somebody in the past and they're going to write a thesis and da 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 da. You don't find a job or a opportunity where you can build a business that produces something that people need or want, you're making a big fucking mistake. If you can't produce something that people want or need, you're making a big mistake. And all of these people in tech and all of that are just... Listen, my wife's family has a lot of people that are in computer engineering and IT. AI's taken a lot of those jobs. AI's taking a lot of accounting jobs. AI's taking a ton of jobs where people work inside. And people who are used to a pampered lifestyle, who aren't used to eating out of I ate out of a garbage can when I was hungry enough to do that. I was homeless living in my car with a wife and 2 kids. I remember when us and the coal miners, when I was one of those auto industry guys, Delphi went down and the coal miners lost, and they decided that coal was no longer functional. And what did they tell us? What did they tell us back then? They told us to learn to code. Yeah. And in the meantime, just starved to death. So anyways. And then on top of that, you have these people, older women and men and women. I'm not gonna just make it about women that haven't saved any money, and they're acting like that's somebody else's fault, like somebody else is gonna come in and rescue you. Oh, hang on, I have to go let the cat out. You just let me know, Bella. Let me know. She just scratches on the door, and if I don't, she'll dick up the paint. Look. It's just, for me, it's hard for me to have sympathy for these young people are arrogant as hell. And I just, especially if they don't know you, and I walk outside, and I dress like this. This is how I dress. These blue shorts and this shirt. But I can hold pads and do all that kind of stuff and try to correct you or something like that, but I look like a bum. And then I'll go out and I'll get into my car, and they'll be like, oh, I didn't know you. Oh, well, we love you. Anyways. As a man, as a young man, especially if you're younger than I am, you're going to have to come to grips with looking out for yourself is the most important thing in your life. You have to place yourself first. You have to be the one you take care of. You have to learn how to manage money. You have to understand when the dynamics of the marketplace or the workplace changes. It's changing from office workers aren't really needed anymore. But they need people to build roads, build houses, build infrastructures, linemen, carpenters, plumbers, electricians. The robots can't build houses yet, and even if they could, it'd be a shitty house I wouldn't want to fucking live in. So we're in the infant stage of tradesmen. Tradesmen are going to be around for at least the next, in my opinion, next 20 to 30 years. We'll always need soldiers. We'll always need law enforcement officers. We'll always need Border Patrol agents. We'll always need FBI agents. We'll always need those kind of people in our lives. It's just, we'll always need first aid guys. I mean, maybe not, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not, but there are far too many people out there that are useless, and they have useless degrees, and they're shocked. They're absolutely shocked that because you do this, you hit the enter button. Go out here. Go out on the road. Next time you drive by a guy's working out, busting their ass, it's 95 degrees outside right now. They're building roads, building houses. They're building a new Costco over here. Schneider's building a new factory over here. They're putting in plumbing. Like the plumbers tell me, plumbers lay good pipe. Anyways, sorry, I'm not trying to be crude, but I'm just tired of hearing people that are basically useless. And you ask them, and they live on the edge of their money, month to month. I don't think I'm going to talk to them anymore. I'll just do my YouTube stuff. I think I might stop holding pat. I don't like I like dealing with the guys and gals that are 24 to like 15 or 16. But the ones that are 25 to like 55, you can't tell them anything. You can't offer them any advice. You can't tell them, hey, drive around your community and find out what they need. Do they need a storage center? Do they need a car wash? Do they need a coin-operated laundry? Do they need help with building? Anyway. Sorry. Don't mean I'm to the point now when I volunteer to help out at my expense, I feel like I'm being punished. And these people have no concept of reality. They just want to walk in a house, turn the water on, be able to drink the water, flush the toilet, and have it work. They want the lights to come on, but they don't care. They don't even know where their food comes from. Anyways. And they make no preparation. I got at least a year's stuff. I'm not going to need anything from anybody. I got my own solar power. I did all that stuff on my own. If you make a plan, if you decide what you want to do and you make a plan. My plan was, when I did this when I was 18, I wanted to get out of the fucking rat race while I was young enough to enjoy my life. And I did anything and everything I had to do to get to that point. Now, when I got there, I walked away. I'm not consulting. I'm not being a fixer. I'm not a bag man anymore. I'm not doing any of that shit. I'm just, you always see me here at home. But I think one of the things, I think college students or people that go to whatever university that doesn't give them a practical degree or a way to provide for themselves, I think you should be able to sue them and get your money back. I mean, your 4-year degree was in gender studies and your master's is in, what did she call that? Misappropriation of land, or how my people, I'm a Caucasian, how my people have screwed everybody over. I'm just fucking tired of it. All right. But listen, that shit's coming home. Guys that can fix stuff. Guys that can build stuff. Guys that can go out. There's guys I know that can walk out in the middle of the woods and they'll be just fine. They get a little water, some food, and they can figure out where the animals are. And yeah, anyway. Those are the people I want to be around. I don't want to be around these people who have no concept of real life. All right? Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you have to take care of yourselves. Like a fort and a G-string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.